You savages out there. My allergies. Talk about having the stuffing knocked out of you. What is going on, everybody? What is going on? Let's hit that thumbs up button. Let's see, we got a live chat check here. Slow mode be on. Hello, Shimei. Happy Monday to you. I hope you're feeling okay. Ronnie, good evening. MR, what's up, my friend? Try to corral birds and maybe get on and get your thing unblocked. He's passed out. I guess it was a long day at work. Hey, Callie, Mo. Hey, Catherine. Thank you for sending the recycle stuff. Appreciate it. I hope you did well in V-Town today. Amongst the mugs and the mugs. Amanda Hug and Kiss, good evening to you. Our resident doyen of all things of good living. Nice to see you tonight. The acknowledged queen of class and style. The one and only, the irrepressible Amanda Hug and Kiss. Be right back. What is going on, everybody, as we pass into late afternoon here in Central California? Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Please hit the thumbs up, prayers for Sunny Girl chat. Yeah, we've been doing that every night. We've been trying to do that every night. So who else we got here? Noreen, good to see you. Yeah. I hope she's gonna. I have a feeling she'll be alright. We grow them tough here. We grow them tough. I'm gonna have a couple burgers tonight, homemade. Homemade ones. My allergies. Been a terrible day today. Absolutely terrible. So we're gonna hope that Sunny Girl is better. We've had a few people down in that. We had Naomi. Let us proceed onward. Yeah, what is going on? I mean, is she still in hospital? I don't want to be a gassy grandma, but do we have any kind of update? Risk of being a gassy grandma. Oh, what a beautiful day. Oh, I forgot that. Oh, shoot. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't... It might not be her highest priority right now to come into the chat. So I don't want to, say everything is all bleak. I got to run in here a second into the Vietnamese store. I'm in the hood. When I got boarded up windows, I'll be right back. I got to see if I can get some more of this noodle. Love this stuff. I hope Joey D's not watching. Oh man, you gotta grab this stuff while you can. Ain't no doubt about it. You gotta grab that while you can. What's up, everybody? Maggie, how you doing? Barry, good to see you. Jamie, how are you? Shimei, I do hope you're feeling better. Let's see, Anton Smith, you best get yourself together. Robert Mack, I hope you're doing well. On your last brain cell, we'll just subdivide that, you'll be okay. Alright, so let's go over and it's not going to be a long one, guys. I'm not feeling like real up to snuff tonight. My allergies. Yeah, you got to get that stuff while you can in there. Everything still seems to be shortages of stuff. Go ahead, dude. Don't let me slow you down. Woo, woo. Let's do 60 up the street. Why not? Hey, Jerry, what's going on? I think I might be seeing Joey D on Thursday. I think he's going to be in the area. I invited him to. I said I'll take you to lunch, hang out a little bit. Summertime. What's going on, Kelly, me girl? Kelly, what was the controversy about the Los Angeles Country Club? What was the deal? I won't be doing a stream though. Joe can't hang out in the evening. He's got a, he won't dilly dally. He likes to be home by about 2 or 3 in the afternoon. So I'll try to do just a quick, short, recorded video. I'm waiting to hear back from him, so we'll see. Meanwhile, all preparations are still, well, I would so love to get it, but I don't want to force the issue with Joe, so I'm going to feel him out on it. He might have a different idea. We can always go over to the old Adele's here and do that. So I'm going to feel out what he wants to do. So please hit the thumbs up. We're way behind today. If you're coming in and you enjoy the content, which is why you're here, please hit the thumbs up button. We'll always have some number of people here that, well, unfortunately, if their lives depended on it, they could never do a good act or kindness for anybody in the world. But we can't change that. That's the inevitable. That's the inevitable. One of the what do we call them? The vices of people, right? Pride, lust, anger, envy, greed, and so on. Sloth. We can't change that. We will never change that. Hey, Paradise Voxel. Fossil, how you doing? We only hope that their nature undergoes a change one day. Just somebody complained about how, I thought somebody was complaining about the condition of how bad the course was. You're up on all that golf stuff. Unfortunately for me, golf just bores the you-know-what off of me. Bores the pants off of me. Alright, I'm looking forward to this coffee. I gotta chase these allergies away. This stuff is just unrelenting. We had this huge wind blow up today. Huge wind event this morning started. I should have known when I was sitting in there having something to, just getting up and having my morning coffee about 6:30. All of a sudden the kitchen stadium started rocking out there. We have no idea what you're talking about. Sal Split, you're on the wrong channel. You'll have one chance to have clarity, otherwise you'll be given the boot out of here. All right. What's up, you? How you doing? We don't speak cryptically in here. We have the gift of 80,000 words in the English language. We need not be cryptic in our communications, right? I'm doing good. Anton. And Anton is he's on a short tether over there in North Carolina. Actually, Anton very much craves the attention that he gets in here, which is all right. We share the wealth. That was his second shit. Oh, okay, Shimei. Yeah, just boot him at it. If they don't make sense, don't even hesitate to because nobody's going to waste the time to try to figure out what is on their minds. It's a total waste of time. So never give any quarter to anacrons, whatever you call them. If you got something to say it. They're all trying to put in stuff that they think will beat the filter, and it just ends up. Yeah. I didn't hear about the course. All I know was downtown LA, not a great course. I don't know. Yeah, we don't do cryptic communications. We don't have any cryptographers here to decode all that. You uncle's a clown. Whatever that means. So Ronnie, I hope you had a good day. I hope everything's going good for you up in Sheboygan. Hello Naomi, I hope you're feeling better. Hello Randy, happy Monday to you. No one here to decode. What's the guy just walking around with them? Oh, bobas, I guess. I don't know. Any of y'all ever have boba? Boba tea? Yeah, allergies are just, I'm coming to the tail end of allergies here, Robert. I'm not going to whine like a baby, but it's been a challenging day. I can't wait till I can say goodbye to this for another year, so a couple more days. Yeah, we have a lot of boba shops out here on the West Coast, so I don't know what it is at nice and sunny Louisiana. I don't know what it is that bobas, they had that stuff when I lived in Hong Kong. It was never over here in the U.S., and you'd see it all over Taiwan. I had it before. I don't know what it has, some kind of little brown berries or something. I can't remember what it is. So what flavor boba do you get, Mew? Why don't you give us a crash course in boba? To me, it looks like a creamy drink that just has little tapioca balls in it. Yeah, exactly. Tapioca is not one of my favorite things on planet Earth. Some people like it. It's big in Asia. Like I said, it was all over Taiwan and Hong Kong. I get different kinds. I usually get it without caffeine. Oh, so they do have it is caffeinated. Tropical balls flavored. I don't know. I'm still a little tired, but not as much coffee. That's good. I really don't know how to wrap my head around boba. It's good, Robert. I'm not given to any kind of drinks besides beer, coffee, occasional soda, and water. That's about it. All are soaked in sweet syrup. Okay. Well, I figured there had to be something to have people buying it up. Right, especially young people. Lord's sakes, brush your teeth. More modern thing, I think, than younger. Yeah. I saw it honestly back in the early to mid '90s overseas, but it wasn't here. Hey, Alex. I never had tapioca. They make a pudding out of it. It's okay, and it's just an Asian thing. Internet, frog ape type things in the cream. Chewing like rubbery things. So, Catherine, how did you do down in B-Town today? Did you escape unaccosted? Going to get your smog done? milk black boba tea. Let's see. It's oh, you woke up. That's all right. There's no. You don't necessarily have to have it done today. I'm one. I like to get it done. So I think Joe said he might be coming up. He asked for a day this week. I did suggest Thursday. He might come back for an alternative day. If he does come up, I will endeavor to take him to partake of some lunch here in town and just visit a little bit. Staying safe. Yeah, I'm not any. My big risk zone goes when I go back to Las Vegas, and I've just been thinking about how I gotta stand out on that street in the blazing sun and work on that church sign with all the home challenged people out there that are going to be having a field day. Having a field day. It'll almost be a relief, I think, to get inside and do the rest of it. So it's going to be a big job to do that board. I got some ideas how to do it. I'm going to try to pick up some black felt here. I ate some Swedish fish today. Swedish fish are good. I did eat some 7-Eleven gummy bears. They had that two for special. Not as good as Haribo gummy bears. Definitely a step down. Like just flavored glycerin. It wasn't as good as the real deal. Yeah, you'll need all the shade. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put one of the desert things on the back there, Ronnie. Swedish fish are good. I like them. Every time I go to Vegas, I stop at first place to set up the camera for driving through town. And I gas up and I go get some Swedish fish and some gummy bears for the trip. Love that. Love that. As my sweet tooth continues to grow. Well, let's spare a thought that submarine that takes people down, a little mini sub that takes people down to visit the Titanic wreck site is missing. I can only presume something horrific happened down there, and in which case we might say it may be the curse of the Titanic, that cemeteries are meant to be held sacred and not to be sources of amusement or exploration. It's the same reason we don't allow people to go down and dive on the site of the USS Arizona, right? In Pearl Harbor there. For the very same reason. It was docked at Ford Island there and went straight down, and there's, I don't know, 2,000 people aboard or whatever. Would you feel comfortable taking a diving exploration on that site? No, it's shallow water, but where's the respect? Just because somebody's willing to pay $250,000 per seat to go down there and see it, it seems like it's a rich man's foolery. Yeah, I'll put it that way. Right? When you think of what that money could potentially do, and then to put that on an experience like that, yeah, it's very deep. I imagine it's maybe a current or something swept it within the side of some of the wreckage, and it just can't seem to. It's lost its motive force or whatever. So suffocating. Many people have done it over time, Nickby. Starting back with the first submarines in Charleston Harbor, when I can't remember what the name of it, when all the guys died, and that 12 guys died propelling that to doom, and it sunk. So I mean, submarining warfare has always been a dangerous thing. Horrible way to go. Hopefully, if it's a question of structural failure at that kind of depth, it happens so fast that it's the equivalent of a mosquito getting slapped between your hands, so it's over in a merciful short period of time. Suffocation and dying of hypothermia, well, that's a different story. I don't know what the temperature is. Low 30s down there on the ocean floor. Right. It's a ghostly, I guess the worst aspect of it all is contemplating your end. Right? No communications, no nothing. Always ponder the 4 final things. For today may be the last day, you never know. So $250,000 per ride. And people line up to pay that. One of the guys is a very rich millionaire. I don't know what he was, something. I don't know what he got. But remember the Kursick in 2000. I also remember, I can't remember the name of the submarine that the Union or the Confederates, the Union or somebody had, the Confederates had. I don't want to say it was the Virginia or something. It sunk in Charleston Harbor and all the guys died on it. Oh, in and out, that's good. Orca whales are attacking boats. Yeah, I mean, I've been out there on the deep ocean, 8 miles offshore, and seen a killer whale take down. I mean, I saw a great white shark, 21-foot great white shark, take down a sea lion. All you could see was bloody water. I mean, I have the video of it. You could have heard a pin drop on that ship. Yeah, the Huntley, thank you. Yeah, the Huntley, yes. Wouldn't you be mad? Your cousins had to jump through hoops and to earn dinner. Right. SeaWorld. I don't even think SeaWorld, I don't even know what SeaWorld does anymore. They were so chastised for their killer whale program. It's just, forget about it. In this woke society, it'd be the equivalent of bringing back Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. I mean, it can happen. So all the generations that enjoyed circuses and part of the summertime retinue of entertainment, those days are long gone. Long gone. Thank goodness when I was young I got to see a few. At that time I think it was just Ringling Brother. I don't know if they consolidated with Barnum and Bailey yet. Did you see those dummies putting the windmills in the ocean green? I didn't see that. I only have so much free random access memory for junk every day. Das Boot is a great film. Yeah, outstanding film. Yeah, they still have animal crackers, yep. I went down with Missy Jen. We went to SeaWorld a couple times. We enjoyed the dolphin shows. I think dolphins enjoy, they kind of like people around. The killer whales, right? I mean, when they killed that trainer down there and everybody had to think, well, maybe this killer whale's not my pal. Right? Missy's doing good. I communicate with her every single day. Maybe it's not my pal, but they had bird shows. They had like all kinds of otters trained and stuff. And it's cool stuff to see down there. They had lots of great exhibits. I didn't care whether. I think we still had the orca show. I liked it when people got splashed when I was little once at the Cow Palace. Yeah, I mean, it was a big deal in Baltimore. The circus would come right down Howard Street, get off the train at Pennsylvania Station in Baltimore, and parade right down to the right downtown. It was a heck of an event. People would turn out and line the streets. I think half of them were there. Being as there's a city, they hope somebody would get trampled under an elephant's foot or something, but I don't know. There's always somebody looking for a little bit of action. My mom made costumes for local clowns. That's cool. What was that, like Boo My Temple or something? Or, What are the Shriners? Yeah, they ride around in little cars. Squeeze their nose. I'm mixed race. My great grand German. He's a black guy. That's how it was created. Yeah, Shriners. I am from. I want to invite you to Dr. Z, PhD. It depends. Just send me a link and link to the content that's existing. And you do know I'm detransitioning too, Linda, just to put it out there. Slowly. Taking a big step forward next month. I saw whales and others when I went whale watching. April, Hamburger. My Gmail is icanmakeitlikenew@gmail.com. One of my moderators will post that up here. Do not think my particular stand is advocacy. My stand is personal analysis and my feelings about things, and where we've come from and where we could potentially be going. In no way or other do I attempt to foist my beliefs on anybody within the LGBTQRSTUVWXYZ community. As a matter of fact, in many places I'm considered an outcast due to my failure, but that's okay. Lee should join us. Who? Robert E. Lee? What are we talking about? I don't know Dr. Z anyway. So. Good evening, Slugbug. How are you doing? What's going on? Lee Wheelbarger. What is Lee Wheelbarger all about? Is that like Al Mohler of the SBC? Are we talking about Rick Warren? Who are we talking about? Okay, thank you, Linda. Hey, Scottish, how are you, sweets? Yeah, Jamie, I'm not here to. I've never put myself on a plane any different than anybody else in here. Respecters for subject matter expert and inventor. Well, what are we going to talk about? Are we going to talk about virtual particles? Are we going to talk about particle physics, quantum physics with particle matter, the restarting up of the CERN particle accelerator to find the Higgs boson? What are we doing? Particle? Or are we going to look for the particles that continue to fail and don't appear, even though on paper they seem possible? Hey, William. Thus proving my contention, the universe gets more complex the more you study it. Hey, Cindy. It's the inverse of Moore's law. Oh, well, you're sweet, Jamie. Look, whatever's going to happen in Russia is going to happen in Ukraine. You know what? You can lay there in bed, Anton Smith, and hike up your drawers. All right, take a deep breath, gird your loins, and move on with your life. Or you can sit there in a state of petrification, worrying about if you're going to be incinerated in the next 12 and a half minutes or whatever, okay? On paper, anything is about it. If you bend the math. Well, that's what I'm saying. But the problem, Adam Gilligan, is particle physicists will come up with a theory. They will test the theory. They will get data that is in a different series that does not conform with their expectations. Therefore, they will go back and fit the new theory to the data that was come out as a part of the experiment, and then try to make a prediction on that. So they go back to another test, and another data comes out that doesn't fit the second. So they just keep, it's called form fitting, and it's a logical fallacy. No theoretical particle has been, its existence has ever been proven. Nor will it ever be. Still a lingering cause. If Russia knows what's good, they will leave Ukraine alone. Well, I don't know if we would join Ukraine in the midst. I don't know if we would Hello, Magda. I'm not sure if we would hook Ukraine onto NATO in the middle of a conflagration. We would have to think long and hard. Long and hard. Gravity waves were discovered in 2015. Yeah, but nobody knows what they are. You can't reproduce them. You can't do anything with them. They can't tell you why. If one object's in another, the gravitational pull between the two outside objects is not affected by the inside object at all. It's one of the supreme mysteries. Well, I don't know if Georgia would be willing to. You have to remember a lot of the problem with Russia was the corruption of Ukraine and some of the subterfuge. And Ukraine is, I don't know, the UN considered it one of the most corrupt regimes in the world. They're either a black hole or a multiverse. Yeah, what's up, Sig? How you doing? So. It's like, as I said, the more you study it, the more complicated it becomes. So it's the folly of, science meets its, I don't want to say laughable conclusion, but when you start to see things and things don't obey the laws of gravity as you see them in our universe, then that really gets your attention. All right. Costs money to join NATO, man. All things are wrong. Yeah. At the end of the day, all of the material we've thrown into Ukraine, I think we've done plenty. I would say have Russia and Lithuania, not Russia, but Georgia, Lithuania, Tajikistan, Azerbaijan, let them kick in. Right, let them pay. So focus on American only. Sig's doing good. Sig's still cranking out the content on the boy. She's got a very lovely wife. Hello, Simon. I think he's living life. I think he's living the high life. It's the same thing. So therefore you have the outer edge of cosmos and you have the outer being of cosmos and you have the inner being of mind. And at those 2 points, precious little has ever really been ever known about it. Today you're 31, mine's tomorrow. Happy birthday. No, mine's Wednesday. Like I said, you think about a thought. Can you measure it? Does it have weight? Does it have volume? It's created out of something. Where does it go? All these things. 701,000, use them wisely. Oh, well, thank you, Ladybug. Communism is inherently a flawed system. I think the bug. I don't think they carry COVID, Anton Smith. I think you'll be safe. Yeah, JP. Still the greatest voice on YouTube. Sig, the greatest voice. So it's a very interesting world out there. And now particle physics is just consuming massive quantities of money. They poured all these billions of dollars into this 28 kilometer particle accelerator in CERN, Switzerland, and had to take it down for 3 years to increase the voltage, and they're restarting it again over this summer. It's just a money pit. It's just a money pit. Higgs boson was the last of the standards, what they call the standard set of particles of matter. Theory has provided other ones, but nothing is, they've had to give them, they've had to discard. The axion particle, axion being clean, like the detergent, that was thrown out. Dark particle, the WIMPs, it's a money pit. Money pit. But they'll continue throwing money at it until they wise up. You know, you don't get your data, then fit a new theory, and then throw it into test again, and then you have a new set of data that didn't conform to your expectation. Now we need another theory on that. We need another. Let's fly that up the flag and see if anybody salutes it up the pole. Right? Actually, Adam, life is excruciatingly long. I'm busy making babies in the lab. That's plain God. Well, why should we stop now, Anton? We're in a culture of death here. Started in the 1960s. The fences were torn down. Why should we stop here? No one would have predicted the technology with computers, medicine, and only get more sophisticated. Yeah, well, I don't think Magna would ever have a chance to reach that fruition. I believe the economic underpinnings that allow science will be removed. They will be wiped out. Any scientific endeavors will be a one-person show. You'll be back to the days of Copernicus and Galileo and a chalkboard and a piece of chalk. That'll be it. And maybe a functioning Apple IIe computer or something. Oh, the people want to go back to Pennsylvania. Well, you got to understand, people are Luddites, Anton. That's your word of the day, Luddites. Luddites. That's your word to look up for the day. Come back and give a report on the Luddites. With this AI, we're going to have a whole new generation of Luddites. This technology will be as disruptive as the Industrial Revolution was, if not more so. I'd be more optimistic than you when I usually crave disorder reduction. I just know human nature perhaps better than you do, Magna. I think quite the opposite. I think it's the lazy people, the lazy, entitled people that are ruining the world. The communist in spirit, socialist, communist doctrines that have seeped into society. The something for nothing. But that's just my opinion. Your mileage may vary. What's up, Cindy? How you doing, beautiful? How's everything in Arizona? Hey, Jake. Yes, thank you, Shimei. Shimei puts our standard disclaimer up. Thank you, Shimei. Not sure I would turn Sweden and Norway, but they are happy. I think there are significant economic problems now in coming forth in Norway of their reliance on socialism and things. It's coming home to roost now. apart from fishing and farm raised salmon, it's catastrophic for the planet in Norway, and oil. What else is there? Right, tourism. I hope one day to be able to get to Oslo and look around. Please hit the thumbs up. It is appreciated. Naomi, I hope you got some kind of compensation for your disastrous meal. I've been quite clear about that, Anton. So 2023 will be a year to remember, and 2024 will be a year to forget. Love, it is love. Love is in the air. La-da-do-do-do-do-do. I don't know if I can believe it, 'cause I never seen it. La-do-do-do-do. I'm sure Norway's a beautiful country. But it's economic foundation of it. And how much farming goes on except for right, salmon and stuff, and that's what did the world Greenpeace considers it the most horrific, egregious destruction of nature in the world. Salmon farming in Norway. Hey, Louise. The more you farm, the worse the natural stocks get. The more susceptible they are to disease. Are you thinking about getting married? Love. Yeah, tilapia is a bad one. So is the shrimping in Vietnam and all those places. Love, exciting and new. Come aboard, we're expecting you, and love won't hurt anymore. My boy, we're accepting you. No, RK, no questions. The love boats. Soon we'll be making another run. The love boat promises something for everyone. In force for adventure. To best guest stars are hey. See you later, RK. Have a good night. Never seen you in the chat before, and have a good night. You have to have some kind of standing to be in here to ask a question. I can always count on you. I like Magda. I'd like to debate Magda sometime. I'd like to debate communism and capitalism. She can be Marx and Engels, and I can be Adam Smith. We can get costumes for the parts. When somebody comes in and says, "Can I ask you a question?" they're trying to draw the attention to them so that they can put a question out that will be most likely be something negative. I've been watching the Love Boat lately. I didn't even know they still had the reruns. Please hit the thumbs up button. Fish is one of my favorite, but I don't want to go grocery shopping. There's very little fish or shrimp anymore that's in commercial. Channels. It's not farm raised. Well, I don't underestimate Magda. I think Magda is one of the most intelligent people I've met on YouTube. She always has something worth saying. She's susceptible to drama and stuff, but which is, you got to be careful, Magda. That's like tooth decay. Right? They might have to drill out your brain and fill it. Yeah, I enjoy shrimp once in a while. Used the Rancho to get. I'm not sure what it means. He just won world worldly. I'm not sure what that says, Prince. I don't know. That's, you'll have to reword that. I'm lost on the meaning on that. No, I know that. Yeah, I know. I know Scottish. Easy. Hey, Jody. Our resident art critic has arrived. Let's put the windows down. Let's get some air. I fell into this boy. You know how. I'm saying it's like a cavity, Magda. You got to catch it early, right? Or you lose your brain. Plus, it's like been there, done that from way back in 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It's just you only have so much capacity. Everyone needs to get an acre and grow potatoes. Then we can all one wild shrimp from Mexico. All the rest farm raised. Yeah. Him and his girlfriend. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I don't know. He's never said anything before. I'm a picky eater. I only buy the best foods. I don't watch TV, so I don't know. When everybody watched TV, Love Boat and Fantasy Island, Dallas, and right, Three's Company. Come and knock on my door. You couldn't run a show that day. These days with Mr. Furley and you wouldn't be PC. I went to your Mexico video. I know you, yeah, bald and bankrupt, yeah. He does, for a while, my respect level for him went down a little bit because he didn't really go into Tepito. He just went on the edge of it. Kev TV and I, man, we went right into the heart, like a half a mile in. And we ended up in a no man's land of just, you know, guys coming at us from every direction with walkie-talkies. I thought we were going to get taken up to the second floor of some second floor of some local house and just like right there. I mean, I thought we're gone. I thought I raised my GoPro up on the stick and put it all above, and all of a sudden these guys came out of nowhere. Now, I thought, well, bald and bankrupt, that's kind of a little scripted, right? I mean, I like the guy. I mean, that's fun. But then he ends up going to Afghanistan. And this guy never, ever had a non-anxious moment on that whole trip. You could tell whether he was riding in the car, anything he was doing. You knew he thought in a minute his life he could be pulled out of that cab or whatever. Hey, Warren, and it could be over. All right, it could be done. So all of a sudden, my respect level for him went way back up again, right? Because I thought, I don't know if Afghanistan's kind of a tall order, right? Especially after the fall, the United States leaving, right? And it's like, hey, Yankee Doodle Dandy, oh yeah. Lock and load, baby. You got so many people randomly around with weapons. I don't know, even the former Soviet countries are touch and go. So you gotta kind of be, you're really pushing the envelope. So Tepito is the worst I ever pushed the envelope internationally, and it could have ended disastrously. And I apologized to Kev. I said, Kev, you got 2 kids. I've made a terrific mistake today. Right? I mean, I didn't even turn my camera on until I got a mile away from there, right? And I told Kevin, I said, accept my apology. This was the stupidest idea I had. Right? Could have ended up disastrously down there. Yeah, it was scary, and I just went from friendly and fun, and he's having a michelada, and we're slapping skin, we're having a good time with everybody, high five and gone through, and all of a sudden it just turned into it got real fast. It got real. It just ramped up from about 2 to 22 in 1 minute. I couldn't believe when we stepped out at the end of all of those tents and stuff. We got on this street, and it was like gang country US. Yeah, it's part of my Mexico series, Cindy. It's called. The thumbnail has we had a little trouble in Tepito. It turned in a moment. It was ugly. Well, he's smarter than I am. You know me. I'm gonna just push the envelope. So he's smarter than I am. Hey, Pendor. But when he went to Afghanistan, yeah, look at my whole Mexico series down there. When he went to Afghanistan, I said, okay, man, you got it set. You've redeemed yourself. You really got it set. So at that point, he hasn't really been doing a lot of content lately. He's like Sam, I don't know the guy. There's an Italian guy out of San Francisco. I can't remember the name. Everything he puts up is just really high quality, but only about once a month. Once and hid my money in my shoe, but I never felt scared at all in Moscow. Yeah, I remember the COVID stuff. I remember that. Yeah, he threatened to quit doing videos. It's a big commitment because look at it this way, Noreen. You know, you get drawn to, you get attracted to doing increasingly, I don't want to say dangerous travels and adventures, right? And any one of them could go badly. Somebody, you know, they don't know Baldwin bankrupt from, you know, Telly Savalas, right? And he could have been pulled out of a car by any one of the 10,000 people on the streets of Kabul that has a AK-47 and just has had a bad day, and you know, they got nicked in the barber shop getting a shave and they're angry about it, or their tea was cold, right? It's just a hammer looking for a nail, and all of a sudden, hey, they don't know this guy. It's not like he has bodyguards he's traveling with, right? So this guy never had a comfortable moment. Never had a comfortable moment. Naomi, your homework assignment is to cogitate and contemplate the number 0. Okay? And your job is to write a paper to deliver tomorrow and tell us how 0, which is a numerical digital marker for nothing, can be something, right? I want you to do that. The existence of 0 can't even be proven. There's your little homework assignment. That way we'll be able to see if you should enter, as I did, and undergo philosophical training and become a major in philosophy and things like that. Let's check your mind here and see how it does. Right. You're allowed to cheat with your family too. You can ask your mom. Or you can write Anton, right? Anton will help you. Or you can just plug in and your head blows up one or the other, whatever. Give Anton. Give Anton a homework assignment too. Wouldn't that be wild, Shimei, right? Oh man, I'm gonna leave that to Amanda. I wonder what kind of assignment Amanda Huggins gets. Probably something with the Emily Post School of Etiquette, right? Training. We have infinitely complex problems to think about. That's the domain of philosophy. That's where science stops and philosophy picks up. If you take trip to 0, if you like tau to 0, then your brain will explode and your heart will stop. I think Anton is very colorful here. This spider is setting off my What is that? Oh, arachnophobia. You have arachnophobia? Gee whiz, War. I didn't know that. I like spiders as long as they're not touching me. Then it's okay. But if one's crawling on me, hey, look, I'm not going to immediately squash it. Like if a tarantula crawled on me, I'm going to be cool, right? It's easy to say in theory, hey, Raquel, spamming the chat with nonsense. Was in my van on the, oh, wow. I've had some black widows on the Rancho that I went to get something to capture it and I came back and it was gone. Ooh, where did it go? Right. It's very worrisome. They should put little GPS trackers on them so you know where they are. Brown recluse. No, I think a black widow trumps a brown recluse. Not all brown recluse bites turn deadly or infection, right? But every black widow bite will put you in a tremendous amount of pain, and you're going to have an issue. I'm waiting to see if our Pokemon crew's coming today. I think Naomi went to start her assignment. You can't see. I bet more people are bit by black widows. Oh, I bet they are, because black widows are uncommon, and they're very common out here in the dry Southwest. Come August, September, when we hit the graveyards, man, those things are nice and big and fat and juicy and swinging on the webs, right? And then soon come. Oh, that's good. Hey, Bimbo, how you doing, babe? A Cali Classic, in and out's coming to Tampa. That's going to be amazing. They're going to go gaga over that. Zero can start many things. Naomi, nothing can't start anything. I've got reviews of In-N-Out Burger. Yeah, if I get down to Florida, that'd be cool. That would be cool. I haven't seen Jen lately. I don't even know if she's on YouTube anymore. I'm saying, I met this YouTuber I know who moved to Georgia, but YouTube keeps censoring his name. Well, I don't know. I see a mouse. Oh, Lord, a mouse in the garage. What would you do if you saw a nice, big, juicy rat? Yeah, just made your day. In-N-Out has been very, very careful their expansion. They have to be very careful that they don't outrun their quality, because we're only as good as the people that are making it, right? I haven't seen her for a month. Yeah, I know, and I listened to some of your content there. You're looking good in your dresses too. I saw a big rat in my backyard eating birdseed. Well, they're around. They're around. I'm gonna have homemade burger tonight on just bimbo white bread. Do you know Chelyabinsk? It's where a meteor fell. That's where they. Oh, that's cool. I don't know. See, I'm not sure I want to go to Siberia to chase the story down, right? I'm much more apt these days to embark upon a spiritual, American spiritualism and stuff. I think it'll be a very interesting tour. There's so much wild history in this nation. I saw a big rat wearing makeup, and it turned out to be a raccoon. Now that's funny. There was a guy working on his car and got attacked by a bobcat. He wouldn't go away, but summer is breathtaking. I would think that the mosquitoes would be, with all that permafrost and slight thawing and stuff, I think it would be, I don't know. I don't want to prejudge it. I think when you get to eastern Siberia and the Sakhalins, and I think you get to Manchuria and all that, I think that's a much more interesting area. Manchukuo. Like 5.5, like 35 miles. We got 2 in town now. So right across the street from Sonic. I guess what do you think, Shimei? One night I should give Sonic another test. All right. Probably shouldn't go at 10 o'clock at night when the chili dogs have had all the chili soak into the bun and it's a sloppy mess. You have to always remember to ask them to make a freshman. Our walnut or spray twice a year, no mosquito. The biggest issue in residents like to see they have bad ticks. So many have Lyme disease. Wow. Yeah, you don't want to go at closing time, right? You got to go earlier. And I would ask Shimei for a recommendation. What do you think that I should get at Sonic? I think if the chili dog had been better prepared, it would have been a good deal. Now I'm not much on shakes and stuff like that, but I would try it. People talk about their shakes at Sonic. How are they? I don't know. I don't think I've had one. To me, the gold standard of shakes is Jack in the Box. They're expensive, but they're very well. They used to be. Maybe quality slipped off a little bit. I don't know. Milkshake, something I buy twice a year. I always ask for French fries without salt. They have to drop a basket in the fryer. I don't know, that was the next state they opened. Be in the city of, what is that? Irkutsk. I don't know. They have all flavored drinks. Well, here we got Five Guys, it's just too much food. It's too expensive. What's up, Phil? How you doing, babe? It's too expensive. Right? Hey, Seraphic, how you doing? You have to ask for the small, and even then you're overwhelmed with the quantity of fries and stuff that you get. I just think it's like too big of a portion control. We used to have malt shakes. Now those are good. Yeah, I haven't had a malt in a long time. I remember malted balls. Sam, to people's homes going real life. We have no idea who that is, nor do we care. We have burger. All I can say is welcome to the club. You're not really a YouTuber unless you've had cops at your door multiple times, so, as I've had. So you'll get over it. You'll get used to it. Everybody's got a Jeep. Everything's a buck. Well, so the cops came out. Just watched the SWAT videos. That was scary. Yeah, did the noodles. I'm not sure who you're even talking about. I don't know this person. Shake Shack here, and one is coming to Montgomery. Oh, okay. We got a Shake Shack coming. That's cool. How you doing, Alan? Yeah, I know, Magda. I went to Gott's. Yeah, Gott's is good. Gott's is good. Bacon Western cheeseburger. Got expensive. Almost like I could sit down. I don't know. The carryout was really good. Really good. I'm going to get rid of this Stephen Hawking. He's talking about, please remove him. He's talking about things nobody even knows here. So join our conversation and you'll be appreciated. Otherwise, have a wonderful evening and thanks for stopping by. You know, if we don't know what somebody's talking about, then, you know, join our conversation, okay? Have I ever eaten a Jack in the Box? Yes, I have. During the pandemic, I would get the 2 Junior Jacks and 2 Junior Jacks, a fry, and a drink for like $5 or something, which was great. Which was great. I had a Western bacon cheeseburger from Carl Jr.'s. Yum. Awesome. Yeah, I'm just not into barbecue on burgers. It's just not my thing. I like to just have the hamburger patty, then some onions, some lettuce, and tomato, and that's some ketchup, and I'm good to go. I'm gonna have a burger tonight. I don't like the ranch sauce myself. No onion rings, just raw onion. Simple's the best, classic. Now the bimbo bread won't hold up well to the burger, but it'll be a sloppy mess. We'll have one in the bread and one on the plate. Onion rings and barbecue sauce. Yeah, I'm just not. The only thing I like the barbecue sauce on is chicken and ribs. Russian dressing, yes, Russian dressing is good. Don't have down here in Alabama. Those 2 for 99 cents. Wow. I used to like when McDonald's introduced in like 2005, they introduced the dollar menu. Man, you could get the dollar McChicken, and I had the purple grimace shaking and it tore me. I don't know, Shemay, come on, Gullah Gullah Island, Rick Ronald, right. We're meant to tear you up. We are gonna rip you a new one. Too funny. Too funny. Man, we still serve the dollar from McDonald's. The Gullah Gullah Island. Where is it, the Ronald? Yeah, you can have a full meal for under $5 and still leave with change in your pocket. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I can't do McDonald's shakes. There's some kind of weird soy derivative extender that they use that just, I don't really do much dairy these days anyway, to tell you the truth. Well, they have a value menu. They don't have a dollar menu. Yeah, they're crap. I don't drink them. I haven't had a McDonald's shake in, I don't know, years. I've had In-N-Out, and which is a good shake, and I've had Um, Jack in the Box, that's about it. Other than that, it's a crapshoot. Carl's Jr. is the equivalent of Hardee's in the rest of the U.S. So now, if you, Jody, I'll tell you, if you do the research and you ask like Google, is the McDonald's milkshake a real milkshake? It'll tell you, yeah, but they don't go much deep into the composition of it. It might have some dairy. They might claim it's 100%. I don't know. They do something to it. It ain't a Jack in the Box shake. I'm gonna work there and put instant potatoes in the machine. Nah, it'll do it. $10 for a burger and fries, exactly. That's why I say if you go to Vegas, you go to the Magnolia. Yeah, crapshoot, literally. You go to the Magnolia restaurant inside of the Fremont, Four Queens. Now you're talking about value. Especially if you pass on the drinks. If you just have ice water or something, you're going to do great. You're going to come out the door, 2 people eating for $30. And a good, you've seen the meals. You saw a pork chop that big? I don't do tacos. If I want tacos, I head up to Sebastopol Road with the best taco mile in California. You can put together a kilo burrito there. If I had egg mama about a week and it cost me $5, I'm done. See, it's not worth it. You're talking about you're talking about, hey, yeah, please tell JP I said hi, okay? You're talking about a 7-cent English muffin. You're talking about a 5-cent egg, right? A 10-cent slice of meat or sausage, and then that's about it. Yeah, I don't want to do fast food. Fast food, what do we do, Shemay? Like every night during the pandemic, I was eating out constantly. Right, I was at In-N-Out like every night. Or Jack in the Box. Well, I like street tacos. Shake has milk in it, but also has corn syrup, mono, and diglyceride. And, yeah, well, there you go, Noreen. So you got to remember that there's people sitting in laboratories in Oakdale, Illinois, or something, or whatever it is. Yeah, I tried the Wendy's salads too. In Oakmont, Illinois, or whatever, that are sitting there. Yeah, I hope she's doing well too, Sig. You too. I hope you're having a really nice summer. There's people sitting there in laboratories the cost reduction is the key. The cheaper we can make this thing, the more money. It's all volume. If you can reduce the cost of that by 2 cents per unit, and you sell, 10 million units a day, well, do the math. All right, that drops right down to the bottom line. So where's the incentive? The incentive is to lower costs at all times. Street tacos in Mexico are excellent. Just eat the cooked ones. I never had a bad. I ventured off the reservation when I got ceviche, which is raw seafood marinated in lime juice. How you doing, June? Our Arby's burned to the ground here. I have an Arby's review on my channel. They never replaced it here. The guy was going to go metal detecting with me, the manager. You can see him in the video. That was about 2016, I think. Oh, I love ceviche, but you got to really have full faith and confidence in your... I love to have a little squid and the shrimp. And delicious. Put that on some tostadas. Absolutely delicious. My blood pressure went sky high. Yeah. I love sushi. Well, that's the one that got me. On the beach in Acapulco. ceviche is outstanding. But you have to have a lot of confidence in your chain of preparation. Yeah, remember that? That's when I got to Mexico City and had to lay up in the hotel for a day. Yeah, people die from raw oysters, but it's rare because they're so controlled now with farm-raised oysters. When I lived in Hong Kong, all the oysters came from New Zealand. They were perfectly fresh. I'd love for you to do a review on Diani's Pizza in Escalon. Naomi, how far, if you had to guess, give or take a kilometer or two, how far is Escalon from Oakdale? I love raw oysters. It's family thing. Okay. Yeah, well, somebody just talked to her ex-husband 2 days ago, so don't need anything that comes from a bucket. Oh, hey Health, haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, somebody talked on the phone to Larry for an hour. And he was of the opinion that it's a hoax. So like I tell you, you guys, the spiritual spirits, Pentecostals, be careful which spirit is moving in you. Let's see, Rosie, it's 8 miles west of Oakdale. Okay. So that's on the way to Sonora, right? I haven't driven Coke Zero in a month and I'm feeling better. Haven't drank it. I'm good. Been in a weird headspace. Oh, I hope you're okay, honey. Yeah, you hang around YouTube long enough, you don't ever declare people passed away. There's always somebody out there running a program. So I'm quite sure if she passed, then the ex-husband would definitely attend any funeral. It's hard to break soda habits. A nice soda once a day is good. I still got the sand, whatever it is, San Jeezy or whatever. I don't know what it is. San Marzano, whatever they are. But they're loaded with sugar. I wish that they could decrease the sugar content in soda. Nobody, Health, just somebody from the past. I like soda. It makes me feel like a real. Well, fine, not good for your bones. Then there's the sugar. How about if you're big boned? Hey Joe. Quit soda and diet soda for years. Yeah, how about if you got nice big solid bones, right? Your bone density's off the scale. You're unbreakable. If you drop, you bounce, right? Very high density. Yeah, LaCroix is the new one. What's it called? San Pellegrino, that's it. The lemon limonade and orange are delicious, but man, that's a rare treat because you're getting 110 you're getting like X number of spoons of sugar in that or whatever. Yeah, San Pellegrino is delicious. It's very good. It's extremely high quality. That limonada is to die for. I just wish that they have like the flavored water, which is good, but the carbonation, it weakens the bones. But if you take, if you're taking things like magnesium and stuff and eating a decent diet, you're replacing that. We had a soda in my country called Royal Crown RC Cola. Yeah, we had that in Maryland. I think Blood Orange. I think Royal Crown is still around. RC Cola is still around. We had Briardale Cola. That's long gone, I think. Briardale. Briardale Cola. That was delicious. I wonder if Briardale Cola is still around. It had a horseshoe with a horse's head like on it. I don't know. I don't know, Adam. My kidneys are still functioning fine. I just had extensive, everything you could do a blood test for, I had a month ago. Doctor's like, dang, you're boring. The carbonated shoots the sugar into your blood. I have tons of my dad's vintage. Oh, that's cool. I guess some of them are worth a lot. Moxie soda, the early Coca-Colas. Coca-Cola used to be popular, a little 6-ounce. That was the size they served it in. A little pony bottle. That was a standard serving of Coca-Cola, and it was a rare treat. RC banned in the country. Go to the pop shop. My new insurance won't cover blood work until I meet the doctor with Pequot soda. I'd like knee high. Guy was delivering something today. I gave him an orange crush. Can of orange crush. Does anybody see if Briardale Cola is still around? Oh, Colony soda. So now the monster drinks are really no, I don't know. I've never had an energy drink in my life. Just not my thing. I don't need to stay awake. I don't need any more energy. Right? If I have any more energy, I'll explode. Well, I can do the math. 17 calories per teaspoon, so sugar. Yeah, we all used to have just a little 6-ounce bottle. That was it. Did you ever get your stereo fixed yet? No, it's still halfway done, still sitting on the bench. I have something else that came up and is kind of a priority till I go to Vegas. I had a Doritos. I love Doritos. Doritos lime. Muy delicioso. Lime and orange. Barrel made root beer and frosty mugs, yeah. Why don't you put a link on your channel to sell them, Adam? I mean, I don't understand what your marketing plan is. Yeah, high fructose corn syrup. God help America if they ever get rid of high fructose corn syrup. Briardale Cola is discontinued. Thank you, Amanda. Well, I'm vintage, Noreen. That's the deal. We're talking about 1972, 73. How about let's get the burgers on? You're so cute, Naomi. It's like, Rosie, are we going to eat? Are we going to talk all night? It's like Aunt Edna on vacation. Am I going to eat or am I going to starve to death? Imogene Coca. Well, am I going to eat or am I going to starve to death? That's funny. Always got to be careful of wig snatchers, of course. It costs too much to ship my bags out for sale, so I cannot sell them too far away. We know you were lots of talking and eating and drinking. Of course, people like to talk. They like to run their flappers, their fingers. Naomi just wants to see the kitties. The heck with Rosie. I thought you loved me, Naomi. I thought I was the big sister you were glad you never had. Imogene Coca was so cute. She was a good actress. Sid Caesar's show of shows. Love you too, babe. You've redeemed yourself. Yeah, we'll go about 15 more minutes or so and then we'll shoot back to the Rancho. I just wanted to spend some time with everybody. My allergies today have just been off the wall. When you sneeze a zillion times a day, you cannot believe how much energy that takes out of you. Boy, it was cold this morning. We had a cold wind. North, some wind shift this morning. I say like 10 times a day since I've sneezed like, who knows? I'm a big kissy grandma. Oh, it's getting cold. It's getting cold. Where are you with the cool rock wall? What's the cool rock wall? My daughter gave me a gift as a power bank, battery charger. Every day, June. Every day, honey. I have like 5 of these. Ryder, I think, was drink of Captain Chesapeake. It was delicious. Yeah, they said Briardale's gone. Yeah, warm sunshine. It was sunny, but it was windy and cold this morning. The wind was a-blowing. The wind was a-blowing. This is the downtown train station in Santa Rosa, train depot. Why doesn't the sneezing stop at? Why does the sneezing? I mean, I don't know, chick. I guess because the sun, the sunlight or whatever. I know the mornings are like the worst. And I think because overnight the density, the air changes and pollen tends to aggregate at ground level, and then when the sun comes up and the air starts to move, then the pollen starts to reduce and be less concentrated. G&G market, yeah, G&G. I think the pollen will be at its peak at night when it falls. It tends to aggregate at ground level. Our Amtrak station is just down the street. Oh, that means nice. That means it's going to be 110 in Vegas when I'm down there. Nice to see you, chick. That means it's going to be like 110. Keep your eyes closed and don't breathe for the first half of the day. Well, it doesn't last forever, thank goodness. Grass pollen is, it's usually a 2-week deal, but it's extending longer this year. It basically ruins from mid-May to mid-June. It just ruins it. We're expecting rain all week. It looks like rain. We just have a morning layer sometimes, but I don't think we'll have true rain for months. This guy get locked out of his car. Yeah, we need to take a shower. Raindrops keep falling on Magdalene. I had enough rain for a year. I'm good. The Orioles have been in second place all year, Kelly. Texas is just that good of a team. I will be cycling tomorrow evening, Amanda. Yes, I will. I think it was like 6 games back. Wow, that's wild. Giants sweep the Dodgers. If you don't move to Florida in the summer, yeah. Insane hot temperatures. I guess humidity too down there, right? Trees put off more pollen like that. Try to film. You mean try to or don't try? You said you were happy to see one, but you weren't so ecstatic about seeing Alicia, right? Yeah, see, if you don't, what do you use to film your bicycle? How do you keep your camera? Shimei sent me a holder that clamps to the handlebar and allows that thing to be really secure. Now it's still going to bump and rattle. It's not perfect, but if you upload directly to YouTube and go live on YouTube, you have a much smoother picture. It seems to function better than if you use Prism. So it's still going to be jumbly, but That holder's really nice. I don't have to worry about the camera falling out, and like birds drop these things. Yeah, no, Alicia. She's sweet. She's nice. Yeah, it's a really, everything I got from Chimay's top quality. I got to figure out, I'm going to dedicate a day. Hey, High Watch. This building was built in, I think, after the 1906 earthquake. And there's not much stuff that's made of brick and stone here in California. I guarantee you that. So, looking across at the Hotel La Rose, it's the same construction over there. All right, well let's move out to get some eats. I gotta unpack all this stuff I bought. That's a beautiful historic hotel, one of America's 100 historic hotels. This is post 1906 earthquake here. That was the earthquake that flattened everything in Santa Rosa. Hey, Jamie, how are you? Yeah, the first time the boss and Janet came up to town, I put them up at the Hotel La Rose because the Rancho wasn't ready for prime time. It still, I don't think, would be up to standards and stuff. Then they came up one time, they stayed at, I don't know whether it was the Marriott Courtyard or the Hyatt here, I'm not sure. You see, it's very windy tonight. That tree's really blowing. Well, I don't know. He never complained, but I'm just saying it. It's certainly not the standard of comfort that they enjoy, but I don't think that's an issue. Yeah, I'm going to cook up some dinner, have a beer, and then cook up some dinner. Let's put our stuff away that I bought or get it in the house. I have adopted the habit of starting throwing things away, has been suggested to me. See if we can break the habit of being a slob. Oh, of course, feed the cats, but I'm quite sure Bird has fed them. We'll see what's going on. We'll see what's popping. Yeah, it's typical California. I would be surprised this day if there was anything except a marine layer coming in. This is typical. Yeah, the cats rule. I put food out. Baby Socks was at the back door. Baby Socks, is being of a higher intellectual order, has rapidly come to know that there's food to be had in the morning too. So I put fresh water out. While I'm in Vegas, you guys must absolutely remind Bird to always put fresh water out every day. This is critical. Fill up that little bowl before he goes to work. Hit it again at night. Well, there's nothing, having been through 4 or 5 earthquakes, I can tell you there's nothing fun about them. The fact that they violently come out of the blue that's a big thing for starters. At least a hurricane, you know it's coming, a tornado, but you got no way of knowing when that big 8.5 is coming. Yeah, we had a cat back in from 90, I want to say from 1998 to maybe 2006, 2007, named Twinkle. But it got flattened on the road. It was like all of a sudden it went from 3-dimensional to a 2-dimensional cat. Yeah, I think a bird, if he's reminded, he'll do it. He's very sensitive to the cats and stuff, so I think it'll all be good. Somebody smashed a window out there, so nobody's gonna park there, right? Somebody broke into somebody's vehicle. Hey, Nicole, how you doing? Oh, I see a little cat face underneath the fence there, so I think I see Tiger peeking under. Every night I think there's 1 or 2 cars that get busted into here. That's why I don't worry about Cupcake, because people see Cupcake. I'm going to pull Cupcake onto the property, but you know, people see that and they look inside and they think that's a pretty clapped out vehicle. So, all right, let's get unloaded here. I'm going to take you guys inside first. Glad to hear that. There was no town was hit worse in a 1906 earthquake than Santa Rosa. It's just overshadowed by the size of San Francisco. But every single building was down here. '69 we lost the courthouse and oh no, no, dun, 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 oh brother, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? It's feeding time at the zoo. Rosie, if we had the chance, we would tear your head off. Who's hungry? Who's hungry? Oh, let's be nice. Let's learn to share. We're not greedy. We're not greedy. Yeah, fires what destroyed San Francisco, not the earthquake so much, but the earthquake just laid this town to the ground. That's why there's no interesting buildings here. And this place would look as cool as Petaluma if there wasn't the earthquake. For some reason, the earthquake chose to bypass Petaluma and destroy this. So, all right, let me just bring my stuff in and then I'll be out in a minute, guys. I got to make sure this wind doesn't knock this over. Lower that a little bit. You guys, let me just relax a couple minutes, okay? Good Lord. Oh, I remember seeing about that quake. Yeah, Petaluma's wonderful. Are they hamburgers? What the hell's wrong with you guys? Why are you pushing for the burgers so much here? Huh? Yeah, look at how cute they are. Are you guys hungry? Huh? Are you hungry? You're laying down now and you don't care. Modern construction methods are very effective. Look at Tokyo. They never stop moving. They put them on big rubber isolation pads, the foundations. Who's hungry? Easy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. swatting at each other. Oh, you guys are really bad news now. We used to have such nice manners. Let's see what kind of slop we got tonight. Nice and sloppy. We got a slop and serve tuna dinner. Yum, yum. Yum, yum. Yum, yum. Get some dry food on there. Oh my God, I wish the mess to get a purchase on this. Here we go. Who's hungry? Don't knock each other out now. Holy smokes. Ugh. Oh. Ugh. I'm going to take the opportunity to brush trucks. This is a real slob. That wind is fierce. Get some of that stuff out of his tail. All right. It's a little better. That's a little better. Man, that wind is really up tonight. Are you guys enjoying the cat feeding? Oh, thank you, Al. It's just hard. You got to take your shots when you can do it. Tiger's not so much on this food, but Bird, Tiger likes that. Tiger likes Alpo dog food. Man, this wind is fierce. I'm going to have to tie up the tomatoes. Yep, thumbs up are appreciated. Yeah, Springfield, Crystal City, McLean, Virginia, Arlington. Georgetown's nice. I'm not. How you doing, Vegas Vixen? Yeah, I've got to keep the wind from destroying them. We don't know. Hard to tell. I'm heading to Las Vegas on July 5th. I'm heading to LA on July 2nd. Yeah, I don't want to, I'm not that interested in it to find out. It's we haven't had any babies here, so we might have an all-male crew. He is a big eater, Shemay. He is a big eater. He's like a machine. He's like a machine. Yeah, I don't know how to do it, Noreen. It's just, you got a cat like Trotsky's like picking up a mink coat. I mean, what are you going to do? It's like a fur ball. Wow, Cindy. All right, so everybody's getting their fill. Yum, yum. They are big. This Trotsky's as big as a microwave oven now. He's about reached the limits of his belly's getting full. Whereas Baby Socks is more like a competitive eater like Joey Chestnut in a Nathan's hot dog eating contest. Small size, but, great capacity. Speaking of, the Nathan's hot dog eating competition's coming up. Thumbs up are appreciated. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, I'm going to go ahead and start prepping dinner while you guys are enjoying the cats here. Roses for Rose. Lady, burgers are on. Slice up a little bit of onion. Lettuce out here. Are down. Burgers are us. Sometimes it might be nice to try to make some onion rings. Something I've never done before. See if they could be made in the wok and roll. Throw this away. A nice white wedding on your wedding day. Flame up over there. Can we get some thread going? This lettuce is like 2 months old and it's still going strong. That's the weirdest thing. Can't beat American agriculture. Burgers are burning up. Minutes on the burgers. Things started getting a little wild over there. Right. Cats are gone. The cats are fed. Everybody's happy. Angus Kisses is happy. Everybody. Hey, Lucky Beans. How you doing, beautiful? Nice to see Lucky Beanies. Chili Beanie, Lucky Beanies. The spirits are about to speak. Isn't that amazing, Cheryl S? You can have lettuce that lasts for 2 months. Freaking amazing. What a great world. Isn't GMO glorious? Yes. Rosie, it is. What a glorious world. Fast, man. Flame it up. Get it done, dude. We have no fear of E. coli. Man, I'm back in the days of steak tartare. That would freak everybody out today. Oh, yes. Delicious. Absolutely. We got one in the bread and one on the plate. We ate raw hamburger meat all the time. Gail, you know this lettuce was harvested on April 28th, and it's still like the day that came out of the field. I mean, is this a great country or what? These guys are smelling the meat. No, I think they're long gone. It's the price you pay for diving in a cemetery. Right? Basically, you're making sport of those poor souls that perished. Probably got caught on something and they're down there just contemplating the final hours. You might as well put the company into Chapter 11. Bankruptcy. Ain't nobody going to go out on that thing again. The Titanic continues to claim victims. 111 years later or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I don't care. If I want to see the Titanic, I'll look at pictures of it. But if you have too much money, right? If you have too much money, no. This company's been around a while. There's always new mutations being born. You already ate. Just rub heads together, that's right. It's a long shot now, June. That thing's designed to come up to the surface. My best guess is that thing's laying on the seabed bottom, right next to the Titanic to join it in eternal rest. Hello, Cheryl. I think there'll now be a public outcry to stop allowing diving on this site. I mean, take the hint, right? We'll see what happens, June. It's supposed to have 90 hours or something. I don't know. Yep. You have all these birds in your throat. Do we know if they got to the Titanic? I don't know, Health. They haven't been in communication. So I'd make sure to lawyer up. Very rich people on there, so it's a good, the lawyer is going to be all over that. Hey, Buttercup baby, I'm not sure, huh? No waiver ever stopped a lawyer from suing. That's like when you go to an amusement park, the back of your ticket says, park assumes no liability for safety. And really? We had to get up? We just couldn't stay on the ground, right? Yeah, that's assuming they didn't have a catastrophic structural failure. What are you doing? I figured this way. What are we doing? I figured like this. Under normal operating conditions, that submarine's designed to automatically return to the surface. So you can figure it's got to be in like with a 50-mile radius of where their last place was. So I think it was probably a structural failure of the vehicle itself. You know, as they say, stuff happens. That's why that's the ideal shape to go with is a circle, like a bath escape. Being the strongest geometric shape where pressure actually helps to resist imploding. Yeah, it's a bad scene. Something. They'll send something down with a camera and a strong light, and they'll start looking at the bottom there. They'll see a little pile of wreckage or something on the bottom. The wind is crazy tonight. It was crazy. I knew we had a big problem this morning when I got up. Yeah, it's a structural failure, Alan. You're talking about 1,700 feet. For every foot down in the ocean, the pressure increases exponentially. So you get down there to slightest little flaw, metal fatigue, something, and boom. So the good news is it's a very quick and merciful end. You know, it's like instant pancake right there. Yeah, so that makes me think that it was a integral structural failure. Inability to withstand the pressure. Yeah, well, the difference is in space, nobody can hear you scream. Like Pink Floyd says, you open your mouth and nothing comes out, right? This would be another costly endeavor for the government. Yeah, like I said, 1,700 feet. Yeah, I trimmed it up a little bit. It's never perfect, but it's nice enough. I'd like to keep it in check. It's worth it for the millions and millions of blossoms that come out in the springtime. It's a real show. So we'll see how things play out. I'm sure the first thing they do is lower a very, very, very heavy weight. There's big currents out there, so you have to lower very heavy weight with a camera straight down and then just start moving along and see what you see. You know, big halogen lights down there. It's going to be really spooky because they're going to be, once it gets to the bottom and they start tilting up, you're going to actually see the Titanic there too, which will be very spooky. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. The ghostly wreckage of the Titanic. Yeah, exactly. And you never know when, you know, gale winds come up or something. So squalls. I mean, I think that's a fairly dangerous area anyway for currents and things. You got warm water meets cool water. The Gulf water's coming up from the south, and it's meeting the Arctic cold water coming down. But I guess the thought that immediately crossed my mind was structural failure. Now, it'd be too small to create an image on the bottom from that distance. You have to expect to see something that's very flattened and you know, in a tight wreckage clump there. In which case it'll be, do we raise it or do we just let it be a next grave marker next to the Titanic to serve as a warning for the folly of man? 250,000 a pop. Yeah, I think Ellis Island gives a good feed. You can get the steak special, which is still a good deal. A decent steak, a baked potato, a salad, vegetables. Yeah. Hey, Queen Cupcake, how you doing? I'm doing all right, honey. It's just a nice, calm Monday. Just a lot of allergies today. How you doing? I think 1 crew and 5 passengers, something. I had I had 1 burger on bread and another one on the side. It was pretty good. I put it on the grill. Just really simple tonight. There it is. Look. Look, dum-dum. Here it is. Tiger habit. You're a hog, Trotsky. You're a hog. No seasoning now. I just had it straight up with onion, lettuce, and ketchup. Hey, James. I don't don't even think sharks go that deep. I don't know. It's where you have really weird looking stuff down on the ocean floor. Big bad eyes and what now? I haven't anything else. Right? I don't have anything else. Do, 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 do. I don't know how many thousands of pounds per square inch pressure when you get down to 1,700 feet. There's not much made that can withstand that. Let's do a little ascertaining. Yeah, I'm referring to the submarine. What is the pressure per square inch at 1,700 feet below sea level? So each square foot, inch of your subject for each square foot, the pressure increases 1 atmosphere. It's about 2,000 pounds per each square foot of surface. That's like, what does an elephant weigh, right? For every 30 feet you go down, you double that, so. It's not a pretty situation. Yeah, there's 1,700 feet. So you figure you got to withstand 2,000 pounds per square inch. That's a lot of pressure. And they're probably not meant to go all the way down, but unfortunately that's probably where the journey ended at that depth. It was probably meant to go maybe 500 feet above the wreckage where you just, you're going around it. Right, you're looking on down, you're looking from above down on it. Then if something happens and you lose your motive power and you start to go down, that's when it's like game over. Pressure don't fool around. Yeah, it's like you'll start to build like a little cemetery down there now. I would imagine that the Titanic has some hold over people, some, spiritual thing. Well, the problem is, Catherine, you couldn't pump air enough down there you couldn't keep an air hose from collapsing at that depth. The pressure would be so great on it. It would squeeze off, so it's all self-contained in terms of oxygen and In other words, there's no ship above to unspool a line to go down like a deep sea diver. So it's like yo-yo, you're on your own. Yeah, where did you go? I want to hit that A and W in Modesto. Reach the Titanic in that tin can. I wouldn't be surprised. You figure you might drop about 10 feet per minute or something, so. Good night, Barry. Yeah, I think the person running the submarine was well trained, well licensed, insured by Lloyd's of London or whatever to run that. I'm sure that the trip was vetted by all the people that went aboard. They're very wealthy people. They would have done their due diligence on the trip. So I'm sure the vehicle was rated, certified. Problem is, it's probably certified not to go all the way down, but to be at some 1,500 feet or, 1,200 feet or something like that. But if something happens and you start to go down, then gravity continues to work on you, and then it just reaches a point where everything goes boom, which is quite a merciful end. Look at my videos of the trip I took. Nick asked, look at my trip video from the Central Valley adventure. I found the Central Valley to be fascinating. Pixley and Kingsburg and just, I can't remember the place where the big kidnapping happened down there, but very interesting. Modesto, I came up 395 on the other side, which is one of the most beautiful roads that you can take. Nobody takes it. Well, who would have seen it? I mean, it would happen so fast that it would be over before by the time anything got there to look at it. Every bit of gas would have already risen to the surface, and you wouldn't see anything, right? I mean, once it implodes, those air tanks themselves aren't built for 2,000 pounds per square inch, just the exterior of the vehicle itself. So in my thinking, I could be dead wrong. These are Rosie's opinions only. So by the time somebody got on site, all the bubbles would be gone. And the bodies would be entombed within all the material there. They would not be predisposed to float to the top or something. No, I don't think that vehicle could withstand those pressures on the bottom. I don't think it's designed for that. I don't know. I could be wrong. You have a lot of weight above you when you get down to that. That whole column of water above you weighs 8.6 pounds per gallon above you. That has tremendous mass. Simple physics tells you it's not a good situation. Well, I mean, who would go again? You have the same situation, it'll be in people's minds, right? Same people that go in helicopters to the Grand Canyon and crash. Ride the donkey down. We haven't lost one yet. Well, you might be the first one to go pitching down the side. Spotify executive calls Harry and Meghan grifters. Yeah, that's funny. That is funny. Happy Juneteenth, everybody, anyway. It's called adventuring, right? You go out. It's called adventuring. I'm not sure who did the $1.99. Thank you. Did I miss something? Thank you, everybody. No, it's not kidnapping. Sean Quinn, thank you. Thank you. Who knows who you're talking about? It's amazing. It's still light over there. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes. That's not the real Sean Quinn, but I'll take the money. So. For $1.99, you can post whatever you want. All right, let me grab this. Oh, what a night. See, we got the bike ride tomorrow night. We got the bike ride tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. That was a good little dinner. What a beautiful night. Ooh. All right. All right, what are we up to? We get to, coming up to the 3-hour mark. Let me see. Company just issuing standard boilerplate. We hope blah blah blah. We have confidence blah blah blah. The millions of dollars the United States will now expend. Blah blah blah. China cuts interest rates, they're in trouble. Bye-bye capitalism. Hello communism. The great re-embrace. Alright guys, well it's been about 3 hours. I've been live getting on about 8 o'clock here, so I'm going to go ahead and close it down now. And wish you all a great rest of your night. And yes, of course, prayers for the souls of the, hope they're surviving down there and can be rescued. But we have to also be brace ourselves too. So, right, it's always good to be prepared. So thank you everybody for the thumbs up, and I will see you guys tomorrow, and have a great one.